Well, a couple things. First of all, if we come to visit and it's a castle, we saw a video last week about flinging kegs from a trebuchet. Should we all sit in a trebuchet and get flung over the wall? That would be a cool way to enter the Castello di Amorosa.
Yeah, we could fling you out into the lake, maybe.
There you go.
You
go first, John.
I'll do a Solomon. I'm going to tell you how you run your business. I think you should put alligators in the moat. And I hope Nora gets to come to work with you pretty often. But I did want to ask a question about all the different vineyards that you work with, and how is it managing all of that fruit coming from 14 different directions? And you've got 4 or 5 estate vineyards, and then 10 other vineyards that you're pulling from throughout the Napa Valley. How does that affect your schedule throughout, harvest and the first part of the winemaking season?
Well, it is pretty complicated with all the different, fruit coming from every which way and managing all the estate vineyards. But we have a great team, and the teams have been around for a long time. The director of winemaking is Brooks Painter, and he's been with the company for 4 or 5 years longer than I have. Our vineyard manager has been with the company for 30 plus years. We have a really great core group of people and good communication. And I'll just add that's all we do. All we do is make wine. So we're not worried about other aspects of the business, especially during harvest. We're not being pulled away to do other things. We just really can zero in and focus on what we're doing. And we all know our jobs, and we know each other very well. And I won't say that everything always is super smooth, but it all somehow turns out in the end. Harvest is crazy no matter where you work. If harvest isn't crazy at a winery, it just means you have too many people working for you. And you need
something's not working right.
A little bit. Yeah, it should be a bit chaotic. That's part of the fun, though, is the excitement, and it makes 2 months fly by. It's hardly boring if you've ever worked at a winery through a busy harvest season, and especially with what we're doing with fruit that's coming from different parts of California, Mendocino County, Sonoma County, all the way down south of Bienesito that we were talking about, and then right here in the Napa Valley. All of these grapes have different harvest dates, so it's not like everything is coming in simultaneously. It also means that our harvest is very long. It's really drawn out. Some wineries are bringing in all their fruit over the course of 3 weeks, and we're talking about 2 solid months of bringing in fruit, which it's hard because it never seems to end. But that's what you have to do if you want to make these different styles. If you want to make Vermentino, you need to pick that a solid month before you're picking Cabernet from the Castle. If you want to make sparkling wine like we make, that's even earlier. So we just kind of do it to ourselves, I guess. Every time we come up with a new idea, it's like, okay, well, that's one more thing we got to worry about. You wouldn't work at a place like that if you wanted a simple harvest. That's for sure.
That's right.
We also bottle the entire year too. Some wineries are bottling everything they have in 2 weeks or maybe a month, but we're bottling products every single month out of the year, usually except November, maybe October. October, November, we try not to bottle because we're in harvest, but otherwise something's going in the bottle every other month, because we talked about the whole array of products we have, and some are in barrels for 8 months, some are 24 months. We make one product that's in barrel for 30 months. Other ones are bottled, in March. So
awesome. That's amazing.